Hello everybody, welcome to TMV Live. My name is Sharzad. We have lots of beautiful faces. I know you guys know Miya. We missed you. Welcome back.
I missed you guys too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, even though we're not technically live, you can always continue the conversation by tweeting. Use the hashtag TMV Live, tweet at the MomsU. Any questions, comments, concern, anything. We love to connect with you guys and hear your tweets. So Miya, what is this fabulous jewelry that you have? Tell us about it.
Thanks for bringing it up. It's actually a new jewelry line that I have.
That's awesome. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I oftentimes, because when I vlog, a lot of people just see this part, and I would always get compliments on my jewelry, and I was like, I should just make my own. People were like, where do you get it? And I got inspired with the whole beach vibe, so it's a very beachy line. Lots of blues. The name is Kai Blue Designs. Kai means ocean in Hawaiian. It's also my daughter's middle name.
I love that name.
And yeah, so like this is a bracelet. It's a wrap bracelet. But the fun thing with this is it's actually a necklace as well. So you can convert it.
Was that a starfish on there?
Starfish.
Oh, so cool.
And then this one right here, it's a longer necklace. And it's a seashell with another starfish.
Pretty, that blue is so pretty.
And I have this one. So lots of blues, obviously, with the name. This is mine too, and this is mine. And I know it's October and summer's almost over, but it is summer somewhere on this planet. It's coming up soon. And I think, you know, you're a beach girl, you're a beach girl at heart all year round. So you can wear these all year round.
They look so good, especially with your tan. Like that color really pops.
Thank you. And you can find it, actually, I don't have my website yet, but it's on the Etsy website, which is kaibluedesigns.etsy.com. I'm sure there'll be a link somewhere.
Awesome.
But everything's there.
And you make everything yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Handmade. I make every single piece myself, and I come up with the concept and all that. So, yeah, it's very handmade.
Love it.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I know you've been doing some really cool, healthy cooking on your channel. I've been stalking your channel. I saw a lot of good stuff there. I was starving. We have a clip of one of your, I think, most recent dishes we're going to show.
Again, in my kitchen, I'm making an endive burrata cheese beet salad. And guys, I do this when I have guests and I want to impress them. And it's such a quick and easy, healthy little salad to make. And your guests are going to be so impressed. Trust me on this one. Every time I've made this, people are like, whoa!
I love the way you say burrata. It sounds so sexy when you say it.
Yeah, you know, same thing. People would ask, like, what do you eat? What do you eat to be healthy? And, you know, we're moms, we're busy. And so I don't like to necessarily elaborate so much on my cooking, although when I have guests I do. But this is like fun little recipes that I enjoy that are, and people are really impressed with it. It's just a matter of the presentation. I grew up with my dad, who's an amazing cook, and we grew up eating really good French food. So I got those skills from him.
Nice.
And I love to cook. And it's funny because I cook a lot, and oftentimes I have so much food that I just bring it to my neighbors, I bring it to some friends. Like I always make food to give it to people.
Oh,
but
awesome.
Yeah, more cooking stuff to come.
Yeah, well, our topic of the day is eating healthy during the holidays. Sometimes those two don't really go very well together. But to avoid being Little Miss Piggy at the end of the holidays, I'm sure we need to watch more of your videos because you seem to do a really good job of staying healthy all year round. Do you have any favorite fall recipes, ladies?
Yep. You go.
I think you should talk. I mean, let's talk about that.
You can smell it.
I make banana bread, and it's really awesome.
Talk about it.
No, I'm not really like a huge cook, baker person, but the few things that I like, it's funny because I'll try something, and if it works out, I'm like, yes, I can do this, and then I'll make it all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll get sick of it, and then I'll try something else. So I have a few things that I like to make, and one of them is my mom's banana bread. And there should be a recipe for it somewhere, links below.
Somewhere.
But I also made it on my channel at one point.
It looks delicious.
And it's
Maybe
awesome.
we should all have
You
some.
should all
I
just
mean,
shout
I'm
out.
going to. You're a very good cook. You don't give yourself enough credit.
You're nice.
You are.
I need to experiment more because it's like, it's like a phrase. It's like I get fearful when I cook. I'm like, what if I can't do it? What if it turns out horrible? And then when it actually turns out good, it's like, I can do this. But ask Shay. I am the queen of burning things, so it doesn't always work out.
Well, you get like used to your recipes, and then you just like they're your go-tos, and then you get stuck in a rut. You need to like shake it up and.
Right.
Okay, what are some of your favorites?
Well, like you mentioned, holidays and eating healthy is just like, what? You can't do that.
Rude.
It's like your time to not eat healthy. But I wanted to talk about these amazing cookies that actually my cousin makes and her mom. And they're great all year, but perfect for the holidays. They're these pumpkin spice cookies. They're amazing and the easiest cookies to make.
Okay.
You need 3 ingredients and they're very healthy. I mean, for a cookie.
Yeah.
All you need is a can of pumpkin filling, a box of spice cake mix.
Okay.
And this is optional if you want to be healthier. You don't have to add this, but if you need to add a little something, chocolate chips.
That sounds so good.
And you just mix that up and bake it. That's
I'm
it.
a sucker for anything pumpkin-y. I'm obsessed.
Me too.
And now that it's October, it's everywhere.
Right.
And it makes me so happy.
So yeah, these are perfect for this time of year and any time of year.
All the time of
Right.
years. Wait, what?
How do you guys try and stay healthy, though? Like, what are some tips that you have? Those sound amazing. But, like...
Well, I'm like, it's been difficult lately because honestly, I know that when you're pregnant is when you should focus on being healthy, but it's usually when I'm pregnant that it's just like, meh, meh. I'll just eat whatever I want. But like for this recipe, it calls for 3 cups of sugar. Like that's what it calls for.
Yeah.
And I remember every time I make it, I'm like, that is so much sugar. But you can actually cut down the sugar a lot and it doesn't really change the bread that much. Or you can, I tried once because Suntard, if any of you know, he is on the sugar-free thing.
Anti-sugar, yeah.
Anti-sugar for a year, and he'll be done January 20th. It's all him, too. I'm just, every time I'm like, I will not get mad at you if you eat this.
Yeah.
You can give up anytime, and I will not be mad at you.
That's good determination.
He's
it's
very
amazing.
dedicated.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give him something like, I think it was around his birthday well, it's been a while. But he wanted something that was like a cake, but not sugary. So I made banana bread, and I used applesauce, and I put a little bit of honey and a little bit of, I can't remember if it was stevia or Truvia, but just a little bit of that artificial sweetener. Or it's not artificial, it's like a natural
Yeah.
Yeah.
artificial sweetener. And it turned out really good.
Yeah.
And no sugar. So
Sounds really good.
you can always try
Applesauce
different
is
things.
a great substitute.
It is.
Yeah. It's I love baked apples with cinnamon and just like soy vanilla ice cream or something. It's like really light and just easy to do.
These 2 girls.
I know. I'm like a bottomless pit right now, too.
Nothing really sounds good to me at this point in my pregnancy, so it's good.
Well, we have more saltines if you
Right, that's what I've been indulging.
We have a clip of Yo Man doing his Shaytober thing that we are going to show everybody
nice.
right now.
I'm exhausted. I don't know whether it's because I did squats yesterday at the gym when I lifted, or because of that extremely insane beach workout me and Ron had today, but it's 8:07 at night, and I am plumb tuckered out.
So he's working out every day for the month of October, right?
He is. Last year he did Shay, it was September. And so this year it's Shaytober.
Love that.
And he's working out hardcore. He's putting up a video on Shay loss every week because he needs like big motivational goals to keep him motivated.
Absolutely.
And honestly, he's been watching everybody else's videos that people like submit and send to him, and it makes him so excited and motivated. And I hate that he's doing it in October because I'm pregnant and it's my last month and I'm going to eat whatever I want.
Right. Yeah.
But I told him, I said, I am going to lose more weight than you still in October. I'm going to eat like a horse.
So funny.
But he's really dedicated, and I'm really proud of him.
Motivating so many people by doing that too.
Does he cook a lot
Yeah.
these days? Is he?
No, he doesn't cook.
Where does he get his food?
I make it for him.
Okay.
No, we go to like Rainbow. I don't know if you guys
yeah.
really ate at Rainbow
Such a
a lot.
great spot.
And just a lot of salads, proteins. Yeah, we just try to cook less fattening stuff and add a lot more vegetables. So, and he just loses weight like this. I feel like every
Guys
time he
do
does
that.
it, it's like he just thinks about it and it's gone.
But he also works out really hard.
He does.
I mean, he's very motivated.
Yeah,
because-
that beach run he was talking about, they went like 9 miles.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
awesome.
fine.
I feel like if you have that kind of determination, and if you really have a goal and you set goals for yourselves, like 9 miles and eating at Rainbow, you will lose weight. You know, it's of course going to happen. It's hard at this time of year to really, well, this is the beginning,
It's hard to
but
start on like a health kick.
I
in
think it
October.
comes down to just starting great. And you know, there's so many parties and social events where people have all this food out. I feel like it's the months of just eating.
Right.
The idea is to just eat a healthy, full of protein breakfast. And then, because a lot of times people are like, oh, I'm going to have a Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not going to eat all day, so I'm hungry. No, you want to eat first, so then you don't eat the whole turkey.
Right.
It's just a matter of like, just keep eating that as you would and not indulge.
Right. What's the recipe you just shared? Hold that thought.
The recipe?
The stuffed peppers.
Oh, yeah. I love stuffed pepper anything. And I'm obsessed with quinoa, like everyone in Los Angeles, I think.
So good.
And I make it with a little bit of turmeric and cumin, garlic and onions, so it has like almost like these Indian flavors to it a little bit, a little kick. Lots of lemon. I'm obsessed with lemon. And then you just put that in your pepper and in the oven, and it's so good. It's so healthy for you. And when you eat, I feel like the more you eat healthy, the more you want to eat healthy.
Right.
If you crave it.
Right.
Like after eating great, let's say for Shay for a whole week, your burger is like, yeah, it's not like your body, even if it might smell good, your body doesn't crave it anymore. So, yeah.
Or you do eat it and then you feel like there's a lump in your stomach.
Yeah.
Like, why did I do that?
The thing that I love about your cooking videos too is that they're amazing, they look great, and they're so easy.
So
It's like,
simple.
eating healthy can be easy.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be so much work, which it seems like it's going to be.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult when it's something new. Like, 'cause I grew up like on meat and potatoes and cheese. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we had for dinner. And so when I started to like get more healthy, and Shay was into being more healthy, and he a couple years ago he went raw for like 20 days and just
that's
like
hard, but that's awesome.
and he felt amazing. So it was like I finally was like, I need to get into this health stuff. But at first it's intimidating. Like, I don't know what is quinoa? Like, how do I cook that? But just experimenting. Like, you'd be surprised the amazing things you can make.
It's hard with kids too, as many kids as yours, because then you're like, are you going to cook all this food, and what if they don't like it?
Yeah.
So then you have to make food that everyone loves. And
What I found with my kids is that they're really picky eaters, and so they don't always want healthy things, but I always make sure to add vegetables or add a salad. So if they're eating something that maybe isn't the best, at least they're getting vegetables too. Like, at least I'm getting something healthy in there somewhere. Yeah. And I try to cook healthy things, but
Mila will wake up in the morning sometimes and she'll go, I want quinoa and green beans.
So cute.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
I think that's the key though, is introducing it to them early, because I've noticed I raised our first 2 kids on milk, and that's what we drank, and then with Baby Tart and Rock Tart we switched to almond milk, and now like Baby Tart hates real milk. Like, she just thinks it's disgusting, and she will also eat. She loves quinoa whenever I make quinoa, and Rock Tart's the same way, because I feel like as they were babies, that's when I started introducing the more healthy foods. So I think that's the key, is like introduce it to them, even if they're like just pick at it. Usually kids have to be introduced to something multiple times before they'll actually like try it.
That's true.
So just keep introducing it to your kids.
I didn't grow up eating fast food at all, and the thought of it makes me sick.
Really?
Like, that's not like a guilty pleasure for me at all. Like, it grosses me out to think about
You're
McDonald's.
like, that's disgusting.
In my house, when my dad would say like, oh, we're making hot dogs tonight, it would be like tofu hot dogs on wheat bread.
That's how I grew up too.
It was like homemade ketchup.
Yeah,
Right?
nice.
This is not a hot dog.
Sounds like my parents. Sounds like my family dinners. Tofu tacos.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like,
You haven't had tofu yet, have you?
no, I don't want to.
You're like, I'm going to throw up right now.
Tofu. No, I'm kidding. Okay, now it is our time to chat with you guys. We have some Twitter questions. The first one is from Jenny. She said, how do you avoid temptations towards stuffing your face? Ooh, that's tough.
Sometimes that is hard.
Well, I think when it comes to the holidays, you just have to like relax and not be so hard on yourself, and just like make a few little tweaks. Like, my family, we would do a big family workout together before Thanksgiving, or like we all did like Christmas yoga together once, where we did Bikram and the whole family went, and then we were like, we felt a little bit better about indulging later in the day. I think if you get a good workout in before, just like relax a little bit more and not stress yourself out about what you can and can't eat.
and start your diet not after the new year.
Yeah.
Like start before, so then during that whole time you're wanting to eat healthy and
Right.
trying to work out at the same time.
And I think like give yourself a break. If on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day you
Yeah.
want to
Exactly.
pig out, do it, but don't let that like discourage you from eating healthy the
Exactly.
day after. Or if you want to do it for a week, indulge for
throughout
a
the
week,
season.
and then eat healthy after that week is over.
Yeah, like up your workouts maybe a little bit more, or go on more walks or something like that. But yeah, it's fun to like have a day where you know you're
Have
gonna
to.
like
Yeah,
pig
it's
out
all
and-
about balance. It's
Yeah.
all about
Just don't take the whole season to be like, oh, it's the holiday.
3 months long.
And if you
20 pounds
do,
later.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Start at the new year.
right. Exactly. Yeah. I know holidays are fun, but it's not fun when you can't fit into your
Right.
like
It
last
isn't
dress
fun.
and you're like, it's only November and I can't fit. Okay, we have another tweet. Sarah Pop 99. Do you find it hard maintaining a good example for your kids as far as eating healthy goes? P.S. I love you, awesome ladies. Thanks.
Love you too.
Maintaining a good example for your kids as far as eating healthy goes. It can be difficult. I will not lie, because we try to do no sugar during the week, which I failed out
that's
since I've been
amazing.
pregnant. Don't tell anyone. No. But my kids, like, if I'm expecting them to eat a certain way, then I have to do it.
Right.
You know, like it's so hypocritical to be like, I'm going to eat this for dinner, but you guys eat your vegetables. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So you really have to eat your word. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do what you want them to
You have
do.
to lead by example.
Yeah.
Totally.
Otherwise, your kids won't.
Can you imagine if you fed them like some gross like frozen peas and you're eating pizza? Like that would be so
I know,
mean.
right?
See, my ex doesn't like tomatoes, and in front of my daughter one time, he was like, so he made like, ew, I don't want tomatoes. And I was like, give him a, because then they think that if you don't like it, then they
Right.
definitely are not liking it. So if
course.
it's anything really healthy, it's like, oh, this is so good.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, it is. You just, it's just a matter of how you approach
Especially when they're young. When they're older, then they don't believe you
Yeah.
anymore. They're like, that is not good.
it. It's true.
But I've been mad at myself lately about the sugar thing, because when I'm pregnant, I don't crave sugar, so I haven't had it. So I've really noticed how much my kids want it, and I'm like, why do you guys want sugar all the time? And I was like, hello,
Yeah.
because I want sugar all the time.
Okay.
So you do
Okay.
exactly
They
what you
really
said.
do. They eat what you eat. And so I blame myself all the time. Like, my kids have bad teeth because I like sugar. Oh, well.
Well, we have another tweet. Alex says, what's the most unhealthy holiday treat dish that you like to indulge in? The Moms U TMV Live.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm anything pumpkin-y. I mean, I don't care what kind of pumpkin-y thing it is. It could be a cookie, a cake, a pie, a brownie. Bring on the pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Yeah. I'll take it anyway. Can
See, I'm
get it.
not sweet tooth. I'll like a casserole.
Yeah.
Anything, cheese on top, whatever that goes in the oven, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take that over a pie any day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love just all the sweets. I'm like, I can't think of just one. I love them all. I mean, Kaylee makes this really awesome soup, and we were just talking about it, how it's got a lot of butter in it, but it is so
What kind of
awesome.
soup
what
has so
kind
much
of
butter in
soup
it?
Oh
What
my
did you say?
gosh.
What is, what, I'm
It's
thinking,
like
what's,
a chowder.
It's a
Oh,
cheddar
yes.
chowder, is
Yeah,
that
it's
it?
a chowder.
The-
So
Our
is it-
channel.
what kind of
Go check
chowder?
it.
The corn? Is it the?
it's vegetable cheddar chowder. It has chicken in it.
Oh, wow.
She
You
made
don't
it
have
for
to.
us on Halloween, and she brought it over, and Shay and I were just like,
It's really good.
I'm
when I was
starving.
making the video, I was telling them that I was like, I know that this is like really intense, but it's so good. It's definitely something you indulge in. You should not eat it all the time, but it's so good.
it's the best
What
chowder
else?
I've ever had.
What else do you indulge in?
Do you know what is something that I really, really love and look forward to during the holidays are yams or sweet potatoes with so much butter and brown sugar. I
Okay.
love that.
Yeah. I love sweet potatoes too.
I do. They're
Yeah.
so good. But I also love pie and treats, and I just love it
Yeah.
all.
This
Do you
is
guys
not
do
nice.
turkey and stuff? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And ham.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not sound appealing to you.
Oh, we had a tofurkey.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Which
no.
is
See,
a-
we didn't have that.
Yeah.
That's
thing?
like, yeah, it's like a,
It's a fake turkey.
Tofurkey?
it's like a vegetarian for
Yeah,
vegetarian.
it's
We're having a
vegan
tofurkey
turkey.
for Thanksgiving
You can
this
actually
year.
get a vegan turducken. You know,
Turducken?
that might be going a little too far. I didn't know what a turducken was until a few years ago. Do you guys know what it is?
No.
Okay, it's like a chicken stuffed with a No, a turkey stuffed with a chicken, stuffed with a duck, or something like that.
But
And
it's
then
all
you
fake?
no, that's real. But then they
Oh.
have a vegan version of Kaylee's like, stop talking. I'm
What?
gonna barf.
Well, you know what I'm thinking is that how great for people who are vegetarians that they make all of this
it's- you
stuff.
can get
That's amazing.
anything. Yeah, we had a vegan Thanksgiving last year because it was at my house.
Are you vegetarian?
No, I'm pescatarian, but I grew up vegetarian, so I
Okay.
eat fish.
Okay.
I love fish. Sushi and me are like best friends.
So do you have a lot of fish during the holiday? Like, do you like?
I mean, some other people in my family eat turkey and stuff, but no, we don't. We do a lot of like Persian rices and stuff too, and then a lot of sides. But it depends on where we're doing Thanksgiving, because you know, if it's in my house, I'm bossy and there's no meat. But if it's at somebody else's house, I get it. You want turkey on Thanksgiving.
You're like, I'm not cooking that.
Yeah, but no. I will not cook meat. Mm-mm. I mean, partially because I have no idea how, and then because
You don't want
it
to
would
hold
just-
like a raw turkey.
Yeah, yeah, no,
not
I
fun.
would not be no. Anyway, I think we have another tweet. Kaylee's gonna barf. Samantha Frank says, the winter blues are what get me down. What are some good ways to stay positive when the weather is bleak and dreary? Put on bright
Move to
lipstick.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Move to
don't you think
California.
we get so spoiled here because it's beautiful 300 years out of the year, and then that 1 week where it rains every day, everyone's on Twitter. Whoa, this
I know.
rain is so
I know, right?
depressing.
Totally.
You know,
Oh, it's hard.
even since we've been here, I get the winter blues.
Yeah,
Even though we're
me
here, it's
too.
just like I get so maybe a little too excited for the holidays. Like, I mean, I start listening to Christmas music in September. Like, I just get so excited and happy, and it makes me so happy that like February and March come around, and I start getting like kind of sad because nothing's really going on.
Yeah.
And that is when I want to eat really unhealthy and just kind of like lay around, and I get kind of sad, and it happens every year. I mean, I'm hoping this
Yeah.
year I'm going to be looking forward to a baby coming, but
Yeah, it's the after holiday blues.
Right, it is,
'cause
yeah.
There's so much focus and fun and family and parties and friends and giving and eating and all this stuff, and then it just comes to an end. And January 2nd, it's like, what do I do? And everybody has to start diets and stuff like that.
And it's
like,
also,
wah,
we're lucky
wah.
living here. I grew up
Yeah.
in Canada where it snows every day and it's
Right.
cold outside and you're inside. You can't really go outside for a beautiful February day, you know, in California. It's just a matter of finding things you love to do inside and finding hobbies.
and
yourself
knowing
busy.
that that's coming, like, no, like I should do this myself, like knowing, okay, it's this time of year, I'm going to start getting sad. I need to like plan something exciting for my family
Right.
to go and do. So that might be something that will help, like, know that you go through that every year and try to find something that will make you happy.
And put on a bright like sweater or
Yeah.
lipstick or
Yeah.
something to like pull yourself out of that funk, especially if you're in like a really gray state and the weather's crappy. You'd be surprised what like a bold color can do to your mood. I know that sounds cheesy,
No,
but
it's so
it
true.
totally works.
Did someone
Yeah.
say lipstick?
I said lipstick. Yeah.
I think that's a great
Yeah.
idea. Go out and be like, I'm going to be daring and I'm going to get this lipstick and I'm going to wear it
on a
every
red
day,
shade.
even if I'm wearing pajamas.
It like makes me happy.
Or
Yeah.
you could just fall in love.
yeah.
That's a good way to.
I actually love going to the gym. I know that's really
yeah,
weird,
that's good.
but I love starting a gym membership because there's so much energy at a gym. Like, go to the classes, go to like spin class or like kickboxing class or like a Zumba class where you get to dance. Like, I just have so much fun because there's so much energy.
Yeah.
You know,
I love classes too.
it's a
I
high
love
energy
Zumba.
place.
Yeah.
So
It's good to feed off of other people's
Right.
energy when you're going through like a downtime. You need to be around someone that's lifting
Uplifting.
you up.
yeah, I know some people are like, oh, gotta go to the gym now that January's. I'm like, that's fun.
Yeah,
just have
it's all
fun
about
with
shifting
it.
your focus.
Yeah.
See, to me, like lifting weights doesn't excite me, but classes with like great music and dancing, that's like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Shake your
Oh
culo.
yeah.
We have another tweet. Taylor Murphy says, how do you balance the hustle and bustle of the season with family time and reverence?
I think trying not to get all caught up in like the pressure of all of it, like having to have the best Halloween costume or making sure that your turkey is perfect for Thanksgiving, like not letting those types of things like overwhelm you. Because I know I get like, my house has to be decorated perfectly and, like everything has to be perfect. And then it sort of takes away from the mood of the family
Right.
season. And, I think if you focus on family and realize that your kids are they're going to remember more of the moments when you spend time with them and have fun with them rather than like decorations and if the turkey was well cooked. And
of course.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're not upset and like yelling.
Yeah,
We have to get this house clean
get out of the kitchen, everyone's coming over.
I think also like preparing early on. Like get your costumes early, get everything ready for Thanksgiving early, get your Christmas shopping early. I start super early with Christmas shopping.
She's really good at that.
You're like Martha Stewart.
I haven't started yet.
Well,
I should have.
I'm going to tonight.
Well, the
that's what I'm
Butler
doing.
boys they're Christmas Eve shoppers, so I think between you and me, we're doing.
They shop the day before?
Yes, they shop Christmas
It's
Eve.
like a tradition.
Wow.
Shay won't buy me anything. I swear, he's never bought me anything before Christmas Eve.
Living on the edge.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, I always love everything he gives me. But still, I'm like, dude, it's Christmas Eve.
You want the
gotta go to the
presents
mall.
under the tree way before.
Yeah,
It's
right.
so pretty.
It is so pretty. So,
How do you handle the hustle and bustle of the holiday season?
Well, my family's in Canada, so I don't have that pressure of,
Right.
entertaining and stuff. I often go there,
Yeah.
so they deal with it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't put so much pressure on myself on anything really. This is my life. This is my routine. This is how I do things. And sometimes I try to get out of my way to do things a certain way. To, let's say with families like hosting or whatever. But I think it just comes down to try to stick to your normal routine that you do, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. You know,
Right.
it's hard to. Plus, when you have kids, it becomes more about them also. Then the families eat, the kids eat first, and then it's like everyone's kind of eating here and there. Whereas before, it's like, a proper dinner. It's not like that anymore when you have kids. It's just kind of like all over the place.
That's fun though.
So yeah.
just be
Stress
cool with
free.
that.
No pressure. We have one more tweet. This is from Nina. What are your favorite fall traditions you like to do with your family? You guys ever go apple picking?
I was
I've
gonna
always
say.
wanted to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've never done it?
No.
Really?
And I think the season might have kind of ended. I don't know when apple.
No, it's now.
September and October?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going in a couple of weeks with
Really?
Mila. I grew up going
Okay.
every year in Canada. It's so fun.
How fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's a farm
Yeah.
like 2 hours east of LA.
There's a bunch of
right?
them. There's a
okay.
few of them, yeah.
Yeah, I
That
want to do
sounds
that.
fun.
You guys
Right?
have never
Like,
done
I've
it?
never even
I've
heard
never
of that.
done
Oh, it's so fun. You go with the kids, and there's little ladders, and you go
Yeah.
up and you get the apples and
Yeah, I've
buckets, and then
always
they
wanted to
normally
do that.
sell, at least in Canada, that's what they did. You would go to places and they'd have like corn and those apples dip in
Caramel and
yeah,
stuff.
all that stuff. It's so much fun. Kids love it too. And then you have all these apples. So then you get, I'm not a big baker,
Yeah.
but then you get to make applesauce
Yeah.
or pies or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's
yeah.
something I've always wanted to do. I've never done it.
You
though.
guys should do it.
Yeah. I need to borrow one of your kids or something.
I'll let you borrow me. We'll go. I'll go with you. Something that we used to always do, and I miss fall so much in Utah, was me and the kids would go with my mom to a pumpkin patch, and the kids would pick their pumpkin. And we haven't got to do that for a few years, but we'll be back next year. So
There's not that many good. I haven't found any good pumpkin patches in LA yet.
I
Not
have
really.
a great one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
We need to talk to her.
Yeah, I know.
they have the pony rides, and then they have all the animals you can feed. You go in and get the
okay, that's
food,
cool.
and there's pumpkins that I didn't even know existed, or they're like different shapes
Yeah.
and colors. And
Yeah.
it's in the, I think it's the one in Torrance. It's a big one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that one. I've gone to the one in Malibu before, but it's like, it doesn't feel like a pumpkin patch because it's on the
Right.
Oh, 'cause
ocean.
you have the ocean
You know,
view.
it's like this, something about this doesn't feel right. What about you, Colette? What's one of your favorite fall traditions?
We have a lot of traditions, and some that we've like developed together, Shay and I, and some that I've taken from my family
Okay.
and some from his family. But yeah, what was one of them? I can't think of one of them. Like Christmas Eve, we usually spend like with all of our family together, like cousins, aunts, and uncles. This year will be a little bit different. Kaylee's not gonna be here, but that's okay. But we usually do that Christmas Eve and then go to my family's Christmas Day.
Okay.
And that's always been really fun. And I don't know, I just feel like there's so many that I've just sort of, I don't know, I can't think of one now. Pregnancy brain,
Yeah.
did it again.
I feel like in Los Angeles, because the families are all dispersed, we tend, let's say for Thanksgiving, oftentimes I spend Thanksgiving at a friend's house.
Right.
It's fun because you find yourself like, just a bunch of friends that you've known for all these years that end up just bringing dishes, and it's not so much. So this for people that don't have families in LA.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
we did that our first year, and I loved that. That was the first time that I had been away from my family, but it was so nice to feel like you have this family of friends, and it's so great to to get to know each other better, and it was
Oh,
awesome.
we did that at your house a couple years ago. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I love the holidays. I do too. I'm so excited.
I'm like, why can't I think of
I
any
thought, like,
traditions?
Frank Sinatra Christmas music.
Oh,
was,
yes.
like, yes,
Yeah.
that is on repeat on Pandora, and it makes me so happy.
When I hear it in the summer, Frank Sinatra, I'm like, that's like a Christmas.
I know.
That's Christmas music.
Even regular Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like, no, come like mid-October, like that's Sinatra on repeat.
Yeah.
From Christmas songs, but he's the best. Yeah. My favorite.
Have you guys ever been to the Grove?
I
In
was
the
planning
winter?
on it,
talking
yeah.
about that.
They have
Yeah.
the snow.
We're going
I
this year.
convinced her. Yes, I think.
Yeah, it's
I can't
nice.
The Grove for Christmas in LA is so
It's really nice.
fun.
Yeah,
It's my
it's a little-
favorite place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies. That's
Yeah,
all.
this is
Now we get
good.
to eat
Nice.
Colette's magical banana bread. Yummy. So good. Thanks for sharing everything. Thanks for tweeting, guys. And we will see you next Thursday at 2. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I think it's so great to teach your kids to serve others.
Yeah.
Like, because when you serve other people, it brings you so much happiness. So I think it's great to start at a very young age
Right.
Yeah.
to teach them to serve others.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just helping in your community, maybe serving your neighbors.